Hello everybody and welcome back to the career mode in Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024. Today we're going to continue on doing the first mission that's required in the final training process, if you will. This is the first mission. Once again, it is a requirement. So we're going to go for a flight, check it out, see what it's like, see what our different options are as far as navigating that, and what options that we have as far as enabling, disabling the helper gates and things like that, and how realistic we can make it and how challenging it can become or not become. So stick around. If you are interested in acquiring any of my Overkill's tutorial guides for Microsoft Flight Simulator, or simply interested in supporting the channel, please consider joining us on Patreon. Patreon subscribers level tier 2 and above have access to all of my guides, as well as any future releases that come down the road. Patreon link can be found in the description below.
Overkill simulations, watch us as we fly. Overkill simulations, a thrill will never die.
All right, my people, so let's do it. The previous video, we got our PPL, and our PPL, all you had to do was basically run a left-hand traffic pattern. Doesn't make you start the aircraft using the proper procedures. It doesn't make you do the walk-around checklist. You literally start the engine with Control E, do a left-hand traffic, maintain 1,000 feet under 90 knots, follow all your legs, and land correctly inside the gates. We flew it with the gates active just to see, how effective they were and whether or not it was something that needed to be done. You do get graded at the end of it. You need a C to pass. I think I extended too far on one of the legs is all I did wrong. So, and I got a 99% on that one. I got a A rating. There are 4 different ratings. Got 100% on 3 of them, 99 on 1. So anyway, it's really not hard. So if you guys want to jump right into it, you don't have to go through the training, all the different training courses. You can go straight to getting your PPL, and go for it. Anyway, so let's get after this mission here. We are going to be flying in the Pimax Crystal Light, you guys. As always, there's a link to it down in the description below. The link helps me and you out, so it's not just a benefit to me, but I do highly recommend the Crystal Light. I think at the moment it is definitely the best VR headset for the general consumer. And I have used plenty of them, you guys. I've used Varo Arrows. I started with the Rift CV1, Rift S. I've used the Quest 2. I've seen the Quest 3 as in used it in action briefly. I've had every single iteration of the Pimax they've ever released. The Crystal was the first one that was ever provided to me by Pimax, so I was a fanboy long before I partnered up with them. They're just, it's a fantastic headset. It really is. All right, so offer a quality sightseeing flight to your passengers. Is there anything that tells me more about? That just brings up the EFB. What do we got? All right, there's our flight route. Okay. I didn't don't. Oh. Whatever that did made it mad. Okay. Well, so much for the more info. And now I can't do anything with the EFB. All right, whatever. I don't feel like fighting with it. All right, let's fly. All right, here we are walking out to our little airplane. Wow, some nice stuttering going on. Kill me, Smalls. All right, we will wait for everything to load in because that's exactly what's causing this. Jeez. This is the problem with a cloud solution. I will agree across the bat. I've said it all along. I don't think this should ever have been made to a cloud solution. Got a tail drag over there with its tail end sticking up in the air. All right, I'll be back with you guys in a couple minutes when it loads up and knocks this off. All right, it looks like it's knocked it off. So let's get after it. So as always, we're going to start out in 2D out here. VR is still a little funky with the walk around view. I've noticed that. But everything else seems to work real well. I actually, dare I say, I think I get better. I get better performance in VR than I think I do in 2D. I really do. 2D tends to be more choppy for me. But I'm also using TAA in 2D, and I'm using DLSS in VR right now, so. I don't think you can check the fuel on this one, right? Doesn't do anything when I click on it. Anyway. Can you not open the cowling? I thought you could. I thought we could on this one. No? Am I tripping? I'm tripping. Alright. Let's get after it. Alright, guys. I'll see you in the headset. Alright, we're in it. So let's do this. I also don't like the way this works at all. They make it impossible to get rid of that stupid helper box. There it goes. I just want to move it at the very least. Let's move it down somewhere where it's out of my way. Let's put it up over here, because I think in case we have a passenger. Can I put it up here? Yeah, that'll work. There we go. Yeah. That way it's not intrusive. Okay, let's do this. So we have to request our passengers.
Ready for boarding, Jennifer. Okay, on their way.
Whoa, hello. All right. Everybody's on board, huh? Okay. Well, let's get the show on the road then. Let's get that beacon light on. Let's get that nav light on. Fuel to both tanks. All circuit breakers are in. Trim is neutral. Flaps retracted. Okay. Clear prop. Nope. Let's crack that throttle. Let's try that again. Well, why did I lose the... What are you doing, Microsoft? Cut it out. There we go. Really? Why? It should be both tanks. Oh, I'm an idiot. Let's try that again. Hey, it's funny what happens when you give it gas.
Captain, please welcome aboard Laura and her cousin. We know them well here and wanted to treat them to a flight over their place for a while.
Hello, Laura and
Seatbelt
cousin. Welcome
fastened?
aboard.
Then you're all set. Let's do it.
Let's do it, bro. That's it. Let's do it. That's the spirit. That's what I want to hear. Let's do this.
57 Alpha Zulu Traffic Cessna November Tree 45 for his taxiing to runway 1.
So happy to be flying with you today, Captain. I'm Laura.
Nice to meet you. I'm Lisa. I'm hanging out with Laura for this flight. Pretty exciting.
It is exciting. I'm gonna warn you ladies, it could be a little bit of a bumpy flight. Tucson, as you guys know, sits in basically a bowl of mountain ranges, and so it can get pretty bumpy. But don't worry about it. It's be perfectly normal. So thermals and the winds coming up over off the mountains. But we'll just have to see what it looks like. Maybe we'll get lucky. So the one piece of information... Oh, I gotta watch myself. I want to taxi too fast. The one piece of information that I don't see anywhere, and I feel like forces you to use the help gates, is required altitude. And nowhere during any of the briefing... Let me pause this for a second. Did they give us a briefing again? Yeah, nowhere do I see any information on sightseeing quality, flight smoothness, and landing smoothness, but doesn't give me any kind of altitude restrictions or altitude targets of what they're looking for. I mean, sightseeing quality, I can get it down on the dirt. You can see the address on your house if you want. I guess we'll see. See what we get. You know, no, there's no speed target, no nothing, you know. For sightseeing, though, I guess some of that's common sense.
My hands are shaking.
Oh!
I can't wait to look down from the clouds.
Damn it.
The guys at the field said you're a super pilot, so we're in your hands now.
Damn it. I forgot to announce myself on the damn runway. Go! Gosh, you guys. I've flown a 172 before. They are not this gutless. Anyway, that sucked. I already lost points. That pissed me off. Taxi light off, landing light on, strobe light on. There we go. What a bummer. We'll do flaps 10, and off we go. Hold on, ladies. We're airborne. Airspeed alive. There's 40 knots. 50 knots. Looking 55. And we're flying, ladies.
Here we are.
A little bit of a crosswind coming at us today. Let's pitch down a little bit. There's 300 feet. Flaps up. It's going to be a bit of a bumpy road. Alright, let's start our turn.
You must feel like the queen of the world when you fly over our beautiful region at sunset. Definitely need to try that someday.
Stall.
Why are we stalled? I'm gonna keep us a little lower in this. I don't know why they're.
I didn't expect it to be so overwhelming.
It's overwhelming. Alright, we're gonna try this without it. Oh, it's not letting me turn the gates off. That sucks. We're gonna try to keep us about 80 knots. And I think we're gonna stay
Relax,
right
Laura. You're
about
gripping the seat
4,000.
so hard you're going to break your hand.
Let's keep it under 100 knots. It's really frustrating that the help gate buttons isn't working.
Hey, just down below. I think that's a place where we used to play together as kids.
Wow, she
Of
really
course I
said that.
remember.
It is super annoying. See if we can't figure out why. I want to remove the gates. I want to be able to fly without them. That's the whole point. I was trying to try that out. So let's get down to the stick. Search by input. And it unbound. Are you kidding me, dude? Although, I don't think I saved it correctly, so that could be my fault. Alright, so there it is. Save. Try that again. Although I've heard of that being an issue with 2024. I've already heard multiple reports of controls not
Maybe
saving.
we'll spot our school or the places where we used to play when we were kids.
There we go.
Sure thing.
Although now our EFB seem to have stopped working. Guess we'll have to leave that on. See if I can do this without freaking them out.
Pictures are going to be amazing. We should post them on our story.
Nope. EFB is broken. Good to know. Alright. So now we have no choice but to use this. That sucks. Well, they're off to a good start here, man. That's alright. It's alright. Still fun.
People are looking up at us.
Whoa.
Hey,
DLS wig out there moment. There you go. Oops. There. You guys can probably see more of the cockpit now, but I felt like I was swallowing it.
we're up high, but it's okay.
Yeah, the EFB flat out took a nosedive. I heard her say something about being up too high, so. Which is silly because we're inside the gates.
Here? It's Casas Adobe's, right?
It's great seeing the world from this angle.
Oh, it's close. It says stay below 87 knots. Oh, now it says maintain altitude of 3,400 feet. Jerks.
Hey, that's my house. And my neighbors. I feel like I want to wave.
Are you sure? Too bad. I think I missed it.
I can't even explain how happy I am to be sharing this with you. It means so much to me. All the cliches about everything being more beautiful from the air are true.
Huh.
You can see every detail.
We're just sliding through it. Alright, going back home. I'm just going to maintain 3,400 feet. I'm not going to follow those gates again. Seems like a silly thing to do at this point. We'll fly back through the same circuit, but
Nice to have your feet on the ground, but the view's better with your head in the clouds.
3,900 feet was the pattern altitude. These are nasty crosswinds, man. I do think the flight model is improved. I really do. I know a lot of comments and people are saying that it's been very gamified, but I think the flight model is better than it was in 2020. It's requiring more flying, if you will. Damn. You're just getting bounced around, man.
What's going on, Lisa? You've been pretty quiet.
Just enjoying the moment. Flying over our own place is amazing.
Totally. I was just thinking the exact same thing.
Were you? The exact same thing? I was just flight 2 pattern entry. Alright, whatever. Whoa. Goes. Alright, we're doing a long final entry, so we're going right in.
Almost there, guys. So, Laura, having a good time? Ready for another round?
So cool. Thanks.
That was amazing. Thank you so much.
57 Alpha Zulu traffic Cessna November tree 45 for 3 miles, south 3,800 feet inbound to land runway 1.
So we're doing a long straight in. %. Sort of letting us crab our way in here right now. Let's watch that descent rate. 60 knots, full flaps. Let's do. Slip it in. Oof, horrible.
And a buttery smooth landing for a perfect finish.
Buttery smooth landing. You're tripping, woman. That was not buttery smooth landing. My lady, you have every right to be pretty upset about that landing as a passenger. Alright, so didn't contact ATC on the entrance to the runway, or call out my position. I guess this obviously is a what's the word I'm looking for? General comm. I can't think of the why is it's right on the tip of my tongue and I can't think of it. Basically where, you know, you have to contact and just call out your positions. I can't think of it. Unicom. Alright, so let's make sure that I don't screw that up. Let's get right here and we'll call out our hold short position.
Seven Alpha Zulu traffic Cessna November tree 45 for his taxiing to parking.
Give me a second, I'm looking for something here. Taxi lights. Oops, wrong one. Yeah, landing lights off. Never mind, that was right. Strobe light off. See what I mean? Like they just did a horrible job with the nose wheel steering on this thing. Even with differential braking, it's taking so much. I hope I can park over here. I see somebody over there. Oh crap, they want us to go back the other way. I didn't realize. Yep. Darn it. I couldn't remember if we parked over there or not. So it's pretty neat. And as a big avid flyer of Neofly, as you guys know if you've been watching my channel. Oh look, the EFB came back to life. Something must have happened with the map view is what must have happened. It looks like it got super zoomed in, but no matter what I tried to do, it wouldn't zoom back out. I don't want to get in trouble for taxing again. Have to see if we can fix that here in a minute. Like, it won't even let me move it around. Can't navigate any of the buttons on it. Yeah, the map definitely busted somehow. That sucks. Although being able to move that up there was actually kind of cool. That worked out pretty nicely. I barely touched the brake. Oh, God, you have to go like full power to get it to move. Drives me crazy. Absolutely drives me nuts. Definitely need to find some add-ons for it. See if they work with this yet. It just baffles me that they have never fixed that. Look at this. I'm not even on the brake. There.
Always cool to see your own region from a new perspective. Looks like they enjoyed it. That was a great flight seeing session. Cool.
Thanks, gangster. Oh my gosh, let me get rid of the yoke. That's the other thing. You know, they boasted the VR support, and yet clicking things, etc., is still an absolute pain in the butt. Whatever. Alright, coming out of VR. Okay, so we are here. Damn, sightseeing quality 88%. Radio yep. Yep, I missed one. Landing smoothness. Yeah, I didn't think so. That was like dropping a piano. According to this, we still got an A, right? Yeah, is that what I got? Oh well. See how it all ended out. Reputation update. Groovy. We got to level 2.
Nice work completing your first mission.
Thanks, Chief.
Continue building your flight hours by completing more missions, and you'll be ready to move on to your CPL in no time.
You got it, boss. All right, guys. Well, that was our first mission. That one is a requirement. As always, folks, stay tuned for the next one where we continue pushing on. I might do a couple more and catch up with you guys when we've made a bit more progress, but we'll see how it goes. As always, folks, stay safe and healthy, and I'll see you in the next one.